All right, so I wanted to take a few minutes and explain the first major paper. It is rhetorical analysis of a scientific journal article. Um, you'll see that all of the readings and the discussions that we're having leading up to the due date for that first major paper all have to do with generating content for that paper, generating an understanding um, of the terms and the knowledge needed to create the paper. So all of the readings, all of the discussion responses are designed to generate content and material for your actual first major paper. Like I said, it's a rhetorical analysis of a scholarly article, a science article. You can pick any particular science field you want. I would encourage you to pick a science article from an actual peer reviewed science journal in a science field you want to major in. So you can already start to get an understanding of that field. But again, for this assignment, it's only necessary to demonstrate that you can rhetorically analyze a science peer reviewed journal article. I've provided you a video about accessing peer reviewed journal articles in the CW database. Also provided you several links directly to peer reviewed journal articles in the sciences. So, again, please use those resources so that you know you're actually accessing and analyzing the right type of article. If you have any questions about your article, just send it to me and I'll tell you whether or not it's good to go. But again, part of this assignment is you're improving your ability to be able to see what peer reviewed science articles look like, to be able to determine that that is in fact what is happening here with this article. So, just to talk a little bit more about the assignment, rhetorical analysis asks you not to just tell me what's in the article. We can read the article and determine what's in the article. So, we don't need a summary of the article. A rhetorical analysis looks at the article's structure. Um, who is writing the article, right? What gives them the credibility to write the article? How many people are involved in the creation of this article? I think you'll be surprised to learn that although a lot of these articles have one author, there have been dozens of people who have influenced and shaped the draft from uh, reviewers along the way, that the colleagues of the author, actual editors from the journal that's publishing this article. So there are a lot of people who influence the text, and it's important to see how those influences change the direction and the shape of the text, and that you never actually have full control over anything that you write and publish. A rhetorical analysis also investigates the intended audiences for something, in this case, the sciences. Scientists, students studying science, um, how are these audiences prepared to read and understand the material in these articles? How are the articles catered to these specific audiences? How is the language very specific, jargon laden, very specific use of diction and words and terms that you have to know to make sense of this writing? Talk about that. What's happening? How is this being catered to a particular audience for a purpose? What's the purpose? Why does this article even exist? Scholarship and research has to do something new, so they have to make that very clear in the paper. Again, a rhetorical analysis looks at all of the things that cause the creation of the text, right? All of these other variables and outside factors, constraints like deadlines, word length, right? Publication outlets only can allow a certain amount of space sometimes, right? So you have to make your argument within 15, 20 pages. It depends. If it's a digital publication, sometimes you have more room. These are constraints that affect the paper, the finished product. Also, you'll notice in sciences lots of graphs, images, charts, numbers. Those are important to point out. What are they doing? Why are science articles relying on so many visuals? That's rhetorical analysis. What about the writing? You'll notice the writing is a lot of times passive. There's these huge, big noun phrases that lead off sentences. That's a particular style for the sciences. Why? Think about why the sciences are doing the things they're doing. And that is a rhetorical analysis. And that is what this particular assignment is asking you to do. It's okay if you can't do this really, really well. That's not the point. The point for this assignment is just to get in there and start trying to look at science writing and think about why are they doing this? What's the actual purpose aside from what the article actually tells me about the experiment, right? That's put that aside and just think, why are they constructing the article this way? What is it doing? How is that, I don't know, something that the field relies on to make knowledge, right? Why do they structure the articles that way? Why are they using the MRAD, introduction, methods, results, and discussion, paradigm, and outline to put together all of their publications? What does that mean? How does that help them make their lives easier? Hopefully this video gave you a little bit more understanding of this assignment. Again, if you have any questions about anything, just let me know and I'm happy to help you. All right, and remember on Fridays from 12 to 1, we'll always meet for an hour in an open group and you can ask any questions, get clarification about anything, clear up any confusion. All right, hope to see you then.